Pleased to have at the table Uncut Harpaldus.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Porter21.com.
Yep.
Which is a service, liquor service on demand, gets to your house in 60 minutes or less.
Yep.
I looked at your resume. You are all about business.
Yep.
You were with Goldman Sachs
Yep.
for a time. You came back to Connecticut from New York. Why did you start this business? How'd you get the idea?
Yeah, so the idea, which a lot of people know already, is that my family's been in the retail liquor space pretty much
In
as
the
long
Hartford area?
In the Hartford area,
Okay.
yeah. So you could say I grew up behind the counter. I got to see firsthand kind of like the struggles, kind of things that a small business owner goes through. My whole life, I've been brought up in a family of entrepreneurs, maybe in the liquor industry, maybe in the food industry, whatever it may be. I got to see those things firsthand.
So how does Porter 21 come into play? You leave New York City.
Yep.
Looks like you were doing great.
Yeah.
You came back to Connecticut to start this.
Yeah.
You think of yourself as an entrepreneur, obviously, an
Yep.
innovator. We're living a life online, mobile, on demand. So Porter 21 comes into your head when, and how did you get the idea to do this?
Yeah, so it was always a dream of mine to be able to contribute to the family business in some way, bring something different to the table. I've always bugged my dad, I guess in particular, that we need to build a website for the store, right? Let's go online.
To help with sales.
Yeah, to help with sales. But when I really sat down to think about that idea, and when I was ready to leave my day job, kind of just come back and work in the family business, you could say. When I really started thinking about that idea, I was thinking, we're living in an economy where people want things on demand. So with the current e-commerce model, shipping product didn't make sense. So what's the next thing we do? We provide it on demand, right? We deliver the product right away to the customer and complete that transaction same day. Because when this idea was actually concepted, I did a small little, I guess you could say, survey in store for about a week to see how many people were shopping same day and consuming same day. And it was roughly about 90% of the people. So that gave me a clear view right there that this is what I needed to do, not actually put the product in a box and ship it out. So I wanted to build a third-party platform that many different retailers could use, not just the one I knew.
Because you're becoming their website.
Yeah,
and Porter 21 is the logo that you want to get out there.
Yeah.
So you order, could be liquor, could be beer, could be any kind of spirits, extras,
Yeah.
whatever. Your partners then have their own drivers and they bring it out to your house.
Yep. We're simply just creating the sale for our retail partners. We're marketing it for them. I guess you could say we're leveraging the power of social media. We're leveraging things like being very active in the community, going to events, participating in those events, may it be tabling, may it be supplying the needs that they may have, whatever it may be. We, to some sense, are the marketing agent for the retail store owners that we're working with.
You've been in business about 5 months or so. You have 12 stores you started in the Hartford area, you're now in the New Haven area,
Yep.
and you want to sign on more. What's the response from local liquor stores who are now open on Sundays?
Yep.
They're small business, they don't have a lot of folks behind the counter.
Yeah.
What are they saying about this?
They love it. I mean, we've been able to generate enough revenue for them to be happy. Day one obviously isn't crazy amount of sales, but every sale that we're creating is an additional source of revenue for them, right? We're not marketing the service for them in store physically. We're marketing over things like social media, other physical events that we're attending, maybe leaving flyers for them in other physical locations. So we're technically creating new sources of sales for them, some things that they might not have time for necessarily.
You're not everywhere yet.
Yep.
If I'm along the shoreline, you're not in a lot of places
Yeah.
yet. So they come to you, if somebody has a package store, they'll say, hey, look, let me sign up. Is there a cost to the liquor store?
With the liquor stores that we work with, we charge them a flat licensing fee for working with us. We're providing them a pretty good amount of services, right, maintaining their online presence. But we charge a small fee for them to work with us based on the number of sales that they're creating, that we're creating for them.
So they hire their own drivers, or as you say, if they've got an extra person in the store,
Yeah.
they're running around
Yeah.
And delivering this. So the question from Matt and everybody else will be, well, how are you checking IDs at the
Yeah.
door? How do you answer that?
Yeah, so I say the same thing to everyone. The same steps that are being taken behind the counter can be taken at the doorstep, right? The first step is the person checks their ID. There's certain technology that we've introduced to our store owners that we work with, mobile applications that can scan IDs. Also, at the end of the day, if they feel that the person's not 21, they have 100% right to refuse delivery, just like how they have 100% right to refuse that person behind the counter.
Where did the name come from?
So porter, I guess the word porter is someone that is transporting something, right? Porter also, it's just a fun word. 21, because 21 is the legal age of drinking, and 21 is also the Prohibition Amendment. So there's a little history intertwined with it, but we liked the name and it just kind of clicked.
Are you making money yet?
We are making money because we do have 12 retail partners. So those retail partners are generating revenue, so they're obviously paying us for the service we're providing.
Now, you're not the first guy to do this.
Yeah.
It's in other places in the country. Where?
Yeah. So mostly you see these ideas in big cities like New York City, San Francisco, Boston. I would say the biggest way that we think we're differentiating ourselves from any competitor is one that we're focusing on small cities. Cities like Hartford and New Haven are often overlooked because people make this assumption that, there's not as many open-minded people here or whatever it may be. But we've proven that, right? That there are open-minded people here, people that want to use technology for their convenience.
So what's the end game? You want to get to Stamford, Fairfield, and then get out into these other communities. Is the idea to build this platform for the United States, to get it in every state?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere we can go legally, we will go. We're working on already some out-of-state expansion that's going live very soon. I guess you heard it here first that we're expanding into the northern New Jersey areas, a bunch of small cities over there that you could say are relative to Hartford and New Haven.
Do you have a sales force? Who's doing this?
Yeah. So
is it just you?
No, it's me. You could say we have a team of 5,
Okay.
2 developers that are helping us with our web development needs. We have 1 person on the team that's doing business development / sales, and then 2 individuals helping with, I guess you could say, community management, social outreach, any social media related efforts.
And the response has been good so far from the 12 stores. What's the end game? To build this and sell it?
I guess, that's not for sure yet. I guess we're taking one step at a time, right? Eventually we'd like to be noticed by some brands, may it be, whoever it may be, big brands across the nation that might leverage us to market their brand through our network of people, right?
So like a beer distributor?
Yeah. Like any big brand that would maybe work with us to market their brand to our customers.
Any thoughts about leaving the day job back in New York City, or are you just full speed ahead with this?
Yeah, I left my day job when I started Porter 21. It was a hard thing to swallow. Living in New York is obviously the dream life, right? Every kid wants to graduate college.
Great, I know, for a little while, right?
Yeah,
but expensive.
when you graduate college, you obviously love the fact of living in a big city. It was a hard thing to swallow. But it's okay because I wake up every day very happy knowing that, what I'm working towards is something that I want to do, right? The corporate world is great for some people. They may enjoy it, but me personally, I like knowing that every day is going to be a new adventure. I don't enjoy routine, I guess you could say. So this life is definitely something that I have been enjoying. It is very stressful. But as long as I enjoy it, as long as I enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Are there other entrepreneurial things that you plan to do?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think entrepreneurs in general, their minds are always running, right? I would say sometimes that could be a good thing or a bad thing. But definitely in the future, I want to expand what I am doing and grow into other things that I'm interested in. I love the topic of e-commerce, so I think I will definitely grow in that field in some way.
I have no doubt that you will.
Thank
Uncut
you.
Harpaldus, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Porter21.com.
Yep.
Trivial pursuits, when will this end? Who's this girl? Spend all night kissing, and if was right here, then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked to find us a wishing to find the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Need to keep locked in the grocery store of our mind, just to save time. Skip right ahead to the last ride. The harder we look, the less we can see. Don't you know, that you need me.